It is interesting to note that the field of artificial intelligence was just starting to take shape in the mid-20th century with the brilliant mind of Alan Turing and his groundbreaking idea of a universal computing machine. In 1935, he presented this revolutionary concept of an abstract computing machine with limitless memory and the ability to modify its own program. It was unlike anything the world had ever seen before. Turing's idea, now known as the stored program concept, laid the foundation for what would eventually become the universal Turing machine. This machine was capable of performing any computation that could be carried out by a human being using a pencil and paper. Although it would take several decades for Turing's vision to become a reality, his work laid the foundation for the development of modern computers and the AI revolution. But there was a problem. The early days of AI were marked by limited adaptability and the reliance on human experts to create and maintain systems. One of the key challenges was the inability of early AI systems to learn from experience and adapt to new situations. Instead, they relied on a set of predetermined rules and instructions that had to be explicitly programmed into the system. As a result, early AI systems were often expensive and time-consuming to develop and maintain. In addition, they required the expertise of highly skilled programmers and engineers who could write and modify the rules as needed. This process limited the scalability of early AI systems, making them impractical for widespread use. Everyone thought AI was a pipe dream, but who knew we would face a massive problem of artificial intelligence replacing human jobs in the early 21st century? Not only is AI art taking away creative liberty of artists, this ever-growing technology is far more creepy than anything we have invented before. Have you ever watched a video of Mark Zuckerberg boasting about having complete domination over billions of individuals' pilfered data?
All their secrets, their lives, their futures. I owe it all to Spectre.
Or perhaps caught a glimpse of Jon Snow tearfully apologizing for the catastrophic finale of Game of Thrones? If so, then you've come across the dark and terrifying world of deepfakes. Using a type of AI known as deep learning, these fake videos can be easily created to manipulate or deceive people, and from innocent fun to malicious intent, the power of deepfakes is truly staggering. While some people may view deepfakes as nothing more than entertainment,
Really? Bitchin'.
the reality is that they can be incredibly dangerous. The ability to copy someone's face and make it seem like it's their own has the potential to cause chaos and confusion. The process typically involves training a machine learning algorithm using the largest dataset of images or videos of a particular person or object. This algorithm then learns to identify patterns in the person's face, which allows it to generate new images or videos that mimic the original face of a person. By mapping the movements and expressions of the original person's face onto the face of a different person, the algorithm creates a convincing video that appears to show the target person saying or doing something they never actually did. The same technology can also be used to create deepfake audio recordings.
Moving forward, we need to be more vigilant with what we trust from the internet.
Where the algorithm is trained to mimic a person's voice and speech patterns. These audio recordings can then be used to make it seem like the target person said something they never actually did. According to a report by the AI firm DeepTrace, nearly 96% of deepfake videos online are pornographic, with 99% of those mapping female celebrity faces onto porn stars. This type of malicious use of deepfakes is just the tip of the iceberg. Even beyond pornography, deepfakes have already been used to create fake news and spread propaganda. Audio deepfakes, also known as voice skins or voice clones, can be used to impersonate public figures and even scam people out of money. In fact, last year, the chief of a UK subsidiary of a German energy firm fell victim to a deepfake scam, where a fraudster impersonated the German CEO's voice and convinced the chief to pay nearly £200,000 into a Hungarian bank account. As the technology behind deepfakes continues to advance and becomes more accessible, the potential for harm only grows. As cybersecurity expert Bruce Schneider warns, the internet is already a sewer. The last thing we need is raw sewage. So the question remains, is there a way to regulate the use of deepfakes and prevent their malicious use? US researchers found that deepfake faces don't blink normally, but as soon as this weakness was revealed, it was fixed. However, poor quality deepfakes are still easier to spot, with issues such as lousy lip syncing and patchy skin tone. Researchers and tech firms are now funding efforts to detect deepfakes, with the first deepfake detection challenge by Microsoft underway, where research teams are competing to stay ahead in the game to prevent deepfake-caused destruction. However, people are still in disbelief as to how this is not real and was made by AI. AI art is created using artificial intelligence algorithms that have been trained on vast amounts of data, such as images or texts. These algorithms can then generate new and unique pictures or artworks by using prompts or inputs given by a human. For example, a human could give the prompt like, "Create an image of a red bird on a tree branch," and the AI algorithm would use its training to generate a unique image of a red bird on a tree branch. The process involves a lot of trial and error, as the algorithm tests different combinations and adjusts its output based on feedback from the human creator, apart from the Balenciaga memes.
You are Balenciaga, Harry.
The image generation software developed by Midjourney halted its services after users created startling realistic deepfakes, including a portrayal of former US President Donald Trump getting arrested and Pope Francis sporting a puffer jacket. It's not just Midjourney who's facing criticism. Billionaire mogul and Twitter owner Elon Musk, along with 1,000 other experts, signed an open letter calling for a pause in the development of powerful AI systems like GPT-4 from Microsoft-backed OpenAI. As a Canadian AI pioneer, Joshua Benigo warned, "Society is not ready for this powerful tool and its potential for misuse. It's time to take a breath and consider the consequences before we charge forward into a world we might not be prepared for." The rise of AI-generated art is causing a stir in the world of copyrights, with AI programs like ChatGPT, Midjourney, and Stable Diffusion breaking records for user growth. The legal system is struggling to determine who owns the output. Companies could use AI to produce vast amounts of low-cost graphics, music, video, and texts for advertising, branding, and entertainment. But many artists and companies that own creative content fiercely oppose granting copyrights to AI owners or users, arguing that these algorithms are gobbling up legally protected material without permission. Former chief of Creative Commons Ryan Merkley says that copyright governing bodies are under enormous pressures to permit copyrights to be awarded to computer-generated works. The implications of this technology are vast, from the film industry to children's books. But as the debate rages on about who owns the rights to AI-generated art, some artists are raising a more fundamental question. Is this even art at all? Author and illustrator Rob Biddulph is one such person who believes that true art is about the creative process, not just the end result. For him, pressing a button to generate an image is not a creative process. Instead, he values the human element and the artistic process. AI-generated art doesn't always look at existing art and create something new either. It often relies on a dataset of existing art and mashes it together into something else. While this may seem like a clever trick, it raises the question of whether this type of output is truly art or just an imitation of what came before. And if we talk about the business of AI artworks, it is much more lucrative than what we imagined. One real-world example of AI-generated art is the portrait of Edmond de Bellamy, created by a French art collective known as Obvious. The portrait sold at auction for over $400,000, sparking a debate about the value and authenticity of AI-generated art. Another example is Google's Deep Dream algorithm, which generated psychedelic images by analyzing and altering existing images. Whatever we have to share or discuss about artificial intelligence exponentially growing like a fungus on the bark of a tree, it still has some pretty valuable advantages. And unlike Skynet searching for John Connor, it has a genuine purpose. With the development of AI like Midjourney and ChatGPT, we have the potential to create realistic and immersive virtual environments that can be used for training simulations and education purposes. We can also use AI to analyze vast amounts of data, identifying patterns and trends that would be impossible for humans to detect independently. This could lead to breakthroughs in medicine, climate science, and other fields. AI can also improve accessibility for people with disabilities by creating tools that can help individuals with hearing, vision, and mobility impairments. And let's not forget about the benefits that AI can bring to businesses and industries, such as automating mundane tasks and reducing errors, which can free up human workers to focus on more meaningful and creative work. So while there may be concerns and controversies surrounding the use of AI, it's important to remember that this technology has the potential to do a lot of good for humanity. So if you see ChatGPT asking you for John Connor's location, shut down your computer.